Welcome back on this Friday. As we have been talking about sexual immorality, about lawsuits of believers and marriage, it's been a little bit of a difficult topic for some people as we go through this. And we might be trying to figure out how we are to live according to this calling, what God desires us to do. He gives us good advice in this chapter. In the previous section, he talked about we're to live our life, whether married or single. Either is good. One is not better than the other. Let's continue with verse 17. Only let each person lead the life that the Lord has assigned to him and to which God has called him. This is my rule in all the churches. Was anyone at the time of his call already circumcised? Let him not seek to remove the marks of circumcision. Was anyone at the time of his call uncircumcised? Let him not seek circumcision, for neither circumcision counts for anything nor uncircumcision, but keeping the commandments of God. Each one should remain in the condition in which he was called. Were you a bondservant when called? Do not be concerned about it, but if you gain your freedom, avail yourself of the opportunity. For he who was called in the Lord as a bondservant is a freedman of the Lord. Likewise, he who was free when called is a bondservant of Christ. You were bought with a price. Do not become bondservant of men. So, brothers, in whatever condition each was called, let him remain with God. This is the word of the Lord. His advice: live life as you have been called to live. If it's as married, then remain married. If it's as single and God has called you to that, it's okay to live as a single person. Whether you're circumcised or uncircumcised, it doesn't matter. In other words, if you were a Greek, don't try to become a Jew. If you were a Jew, don't try to become a Greek. All are the same. He also says, if you were a bondservant, in other words, if you were a slave to someone not free, don't let that bother you. Know that you are freed under Christ. Although, notice how he does say, but if you gain the freedom, avail yourself. If you can gain your freedom, avail yourself of the opportunity. In other words, if you're able to become free, take that opportunity. But it doesn't matter. Slave or free, we are who we are called. Whether we are a blue-collar laborer, a white-collar desk jockey, have no collar because you're in retirement, one is not any better than the other, we might say today. It's really whatever condition you're in, whatever your vocations are, live your life by that calling. You see, I've been called, first of all, by Jesus Christ to be his follower. I am a Christian. That's a vocation. That's a vocation, a call that we all have. I have a call to be a husband. Behind that of being a Christian, that is my call. Next is my call to be a father and to be a child of my parents. And then it's my call to be a pastor and a teacher. Then a call to be a techie. I love those technical gadgets and everything. A call to be a gardener, a coffee lover, whatever it is. We can serve God in doing all of it. Looking for those opportunities to serve, to reflect his love in all that we do. The point of this is that we are all different. God has made us and placed us and called us into those different areas, and they are good. Trust in him. Verse 24 really is a great summary, isn't it? So, brothers, and I'll add sisters here, in whatever condition each was called, let him remain with God. Wherever you're called, be content with that, remaining and knowing that God is with you in that place. Come back next week. We're going to continue this great book of Corinthians, continuing to moving through it. I hope you'll come back and join me later. God bless.